lower your blood pressure with these 5 breathing techniques. They work. Would you like to lower your blood pressure? High blood pressure is one of the most common silent diseases in the world. It's worth mentioning again that we don't always see the importance of this health indicator. A good balance between your systolic and diastolic levels many times guarantees you the ability to enjoy good heart health, for example. On the other hand, there is something that everyone should know about what happens when they get a checkup. When your doctor diagnoses hypertension, the most common thing for them to do is to turn to medications that are made for reducing and regulating your blood pressure. Also, and no less important, it's vital that you watch your diet. You should reduce the amount of sodium you eat. And, you should avoid the danger of being sedentary whenever possible. Now, what if we told you that you have a therapy at your disposal for reducing your high blood pressure? We're talking about the highly recommended breathing techniques. These are directed at reducing your heart rate through deeper, and especially slower breathing. We should say, however, that this requires some practice. Don't forget that these breathing techniques are complementary strategies to what your doctor says and prescribes. In this article, we'll explain how to do these 5 techniques. They're easy and you'll find a good balance between your mind and body while bringing them in tune. 1. Concentrate on the word and breathe and. An easy technique to reduce your blood pressure is to focus on the word. By putting your focus on it, you turn off your mental noise. This includes the erratic thoughts that usually cause stress or anxiety. When we've achieved internal calm, we'll start with the breathing technique. Now, we'll explain how to do it. Sit in a comfortable place with your back straight. Choose a word: wind, harmony, balance, peace, tranquility, fluidity and. Repeat the word slowly until an image appears in your mind. Now, breathe deeply. Hold the air in for 4 seconds. Then, exhale loudly for a few seconds. 2. Breathing technique to cool your body. The following suggestions might be a bit interesting, but it's very useful and effective for reducing your heart rate. It also calms your mind and regulates your blood pressure. This technique is usually practiced in yoga. It has the name Shitali. This is a word that comes from Sanskrit. It can be translated as a cooling calm or cooling your body. We'll explain how to do it. Sit with your spine straight. Relax your shoulders and arms. Inhale in a slow, relaxed manner. Then, stick out your tongue and try to draw you in the air with the tip of your tongue. While you do this exercise, breathe in for 5 seconds. You should be extremely focused. Now, close your mouth gently. Notice an interesting internal coolness and 3. Reduce your blood pressure in 5 minutes. This is an easy and effective option for harmonizing your breathing. It also helps you find a good mental control. Take note of the process. Sit in a comfortable place with your back straight. Then, tilt your head slightly back. Close your eyes and rest your hands on your knees. Now, inhale and exhale 5 times slowly. You should do this as slowly as possible. Your breathing should be audible. To do this, shape your lips like you're trying to say the vowel O. 4. Abdominal breathing. Abdominal or diaphragm breathing is one of the most well-known and without a doubt the most used. So, if you had to choose any of these 5 techniques to reduce your blood pressure, this would be one of the most useful. Here is how you do it. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Now breathe deeply through your nose. You should feel your diaphragm wide and not your chest. Keep this air in for a few seconds, then exhale deeply. Repeat this over the course of 10 minutes. You'll see how it clears up your mind and balances your heart. 5. Calm alternative nasal breathing. We've already told you about this technique on our site before. It's very useful for reducing stress and even sleeping better. In fact, we recommend that you do this when you're in bed. You should do this 30 minutes before going to sleep. It'll give you a healing sleep and you wake up with a more balanced blood pressure. These are the steps you need to follow. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight. Relax for a few minutes. Then, use your right thumb to plug your right nostril. Breathe deeply through your left nostril. When you've breathed in as much as you can and can't take in any more air, close your left nostril with your right ring finger. Now breathe out through your right nostril. Then, do the same thing with this side. In other words, when you've breathed in as much as you can with your right nostril. Then, close it and exhale the air through your left nostril. Are you ready to try one of these great breathing exercises? Your heart and mind will thank you.